So find a comfortable spot on your mat to start off this morning. I am Jessie Mahoney, for those of you who I don't know. And this is Ocean Beach's Monday Morning Yoga. And for the next few weeks, it will be a class to honor one of our favorite teachers, Nicole. And in that spirit, I wanted to focus today on this idea of letting yourself shine. And I started to think about what did I want to teach yesterday in a class that is kind of channeling Nicole. And what I think about her is how she brought shine to everyone and just let herself shine exactly as she is. And so I thought for an early morning class that would be both a beautiful way to honor her and a beautiful way for all of us to show up in the world. I think many times we hide our shine, and we sometimes think that allowing ourselves to shine maybe doesn't allow others to shine. And what I learned from Nicole as a teacher is that we can all shine in our own special and unique way, and there's no competition. There's just more shining and more compassion and more love all around. So with that thought, ground your sit bones into your block if you're sitting up on something, into the earth if you're not. Have your hip bones above your hip bones above your knees, pelvis tilted gently forward, just to give a little bit of release and spaciousness in the hips. Grow your spine long and tall towards the sky. Reach the crown of your head up towards the sky as well. And drop your shoulders with intention. Allow your hips, your hands to rest gently on your thighs. And just notice how you feel. Take in a deep inhale through your nose. And a big exhale. Another inhale through your nose. And let everything go. And allow yourself to sit for just a moment. And perhaps think, in what ways do you like to shine? What does your shine look like? What did Nicole bring out in you that felt good and that you loved? Bring your left hand to your heart and bring your right hand atop and just press gently into that heart space. And think for a moment, what if you were as good a cheerleader for yourself and for others as Nicole was? What if you showed yourself compassion, love, and humor? What if you were on your own team and everyone else's team? What if you enjoyed being you and went out into the world enjoying being you and enjoying and cheering others on to be themselves? What a gift that would be. So I offer to you for this morning session to think about how you might like to do that, to start enjoying yourself, and how you might show up in the world doing that a little bit more. Take in a deep inhale through your nose once again, and a big exhale. Bring your hands to heart center, palms pressed, fingertips touch, elbows out wide. Press your thumbs into your sternum, the bone in the middle of your chest. Take in a deep inhale. Another exhale. And we'll inhale for Om together this morning. A deep inhale. Om. Bring your hands back to your thighs and gently open your eyes if they're closed and let the light come back in. Easy gaze. And just notice how you feel in this moment. Roll your shoulders back 3 times and forward 3 times. Getting all the kinks out this morning. Allow your hands to fall by your sides. Take an inhale, reach both arms up towards the sky, palms face together. Exhale, drop your shoulders to relax. Inhale, engage your core and reach up tall, tall, tall. Engage all of the side body, fingertips reach tall. Nicole would be grabbing your waist and pulling it up. Deep inhale here. Exhale, bring your right hand, ground it into the earth, ground your left hip, reach your left fingertips over towards the right. Huge stretch in the left side body. Bend that right elbow, press the right hand into the earth. Inhale deeply. Big exhale. Big feelings here. Deep inhale through your nose. Big exhale. Inhale, press into the right hand, reach both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, lower your left hand, ground it into the earth. Ground your right hip downward. Reach your right fingertips over towards the left. Huge inhale into the right side body. Bend that left elbow gently and let it go. Inhale once again. Exhale, let it go. One more deep inhale into the right side body. Enjoy all of it. Send the breath into all the nooks and crannies. Huge inhale. Exhale. Press into that left hand. Reach both arms up towards the sky. Clasp your fingertips together. Flip your palms towards the sky. Straight your elbows. Shimmy those elbows past your ears. Hips into the earth. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, round your belly. Tuck your navel in towards your spine. Seated. Inhale, slight arch. Reach towards the sky. Exhale, round into cat pose. One more time. Seated cow, seated cat, and enjoy it. And we'll meet with our arms reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, allow your arms to fall out towards the side. Wrists are flexed, press those palms into the side wall. Engage every muscle. Ground your sit bones into the earth, engage your core, press both arms out at shoulder height. Deep inhale here, head and neck are in line with the spine. Exhale, let it go. One more deep inhale, press your arms into the side wall, engage every muscle. Exhale, let it go. Wrap your arms around you in front. We're going to come into an eagle pose. Right arm under the left. Grasp your thumbs or your palms together, whatever works for you. Shoulders will be elbow height. Inhale, reach your elbows up an inch. Exhale, lower to shoulder height. Inhale, reach those elbows up an inch. Exhale, lower. One more inhale, reach up, and exhale, allow your elbows to fall towards your chest and allow your head and neck to fall into the cradle of your elbows. Notice all the sensations in the back body, the space between the scapula and the shoulder blades. Breathe into that space and let things go. Inhale, rise your elbows back up to shoulder height. Exhale, pause. Release your arms back out towards the side walls. Press them into the side wall. And wrap your arms in the opposite direction, left arm under the right. Grasp your thumbs or your palms, whatever works for you. Raise your elbows to shoulder height and pause. Inhale, lift up an inch. Exhale, lower your shoulders to shoulder height. Inhale, lift up an inch. Exhale, lower. This time, inhale, up an inch. Exhale, drop your elbows into your chest. Allow your head to fall into the crook of your hands. Release your head and neck. Deep inhale into the space between your scapula once again. Exhale, let it go. One more deep breath into any tightness, stress held there. Let it go. Inhale, raise those elbows back up, shoulder height, head and neck rise towards the sky. Release your arms out towards the side. Lower them by your sides. Roll your shoulders out. Shake things out. Enjoy all the sensations. Roll them forward 3 times, noticing everything. Take the block out from underneath you, and we will come to sit, legs stretched long in front. I'm going to come into Dandasana or staff pose. Rock your sit bones side to side, move the flesh of your seat out of the way. Ground those sit bones into the earth. Tilt your pelvis forward slightly. You're going to hinge at the hips. Engage your belly so your waist and core are strong. Flex those toes towards your nose. Take your hands, tent them behind you. Press your fingertips into the earth. Puff your chest out to begin. Deep inhale into that space in the chest behind the heart. Open it up. Fill yourself up with nourishment, love, energy, humor. On the exhale, press your knees towards the earth. Flex those toes. Come into Dandasana. Every muscle engaged here. Inhale once again. Fill up your chest. Exhale, let things go. Continue to engage every muscle. Press your fingertips into the floor. Inhale. And exhale, and release everything. Ground your sit bones into the earth once again. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky, palms face one another, knees can be bent gently. Exhale, fold forward, come into an easy forward fold, and notice all the sensations perhaps in the backs of the legs, back of the spine, nice easy stretch everywhere. Let your head and neck relax towards your shins gently. Wherever they land is fine. Deep breath into the back body once again. And let it go. Walk your hands up your shins to your knees, to your thighs. Draw your feet around you towards the right side, and we'll come to meet in hands and knees. Hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. Spine is flat, head and neck are in line with the spine. You could balance a tray on your back. Take a moment to get your alignment just right. Ground both hands into the earth. All 10 fingers connect, equal pie shapes between your hands. Both palms ground into the earth. Arms are extended and straight. Knees ground into the earth, tops of the feet ground into the earth. Engage your core and your belly, nice strong center. Inhale and exhale here. Extend that right leg long behind you. Toes touch the earth, ankle is flexed. On the inhale, raise it up about 5-6 inches just below hip height. Hips should be square towards the earth, belly engaged. If you wish, you can raise your left hand long in front. Everything's strong, attention focused on your center. Allow yourself to wobble here if needed. And just notice everything in alignment. Send that breath to the space behind your heart. Reach your fingertips long in one direction, heel long in the other direction. Enjoy your strength and your balance here. Notice how you can shine on one hand and one knee. Last breath. Lower your left hand, right knee, come back to tabletop. Even yourself out. Take this moment to line everything up. Find your alignment, your strength. Stretch your left leg long behind you. Ankle flex, toes reach the earth. On the inhale, raise your left leg up about 6 inches just below hip height. Hips are square and even towards the mat. Exhale. Inhale, raise your right arm long. Right fingertips reach long, long, long. Heel presses back. Engage your belly. Strong core here. Everything in alignment. Reach long from one end of the room to the other. Notice your strength and your talent at this. Enjoy it. One more breath here. Lower your right hand, left knee. We're going to come back to child's pose. Knees apart, toes together. Sink your hips back towards your heels and reach your fingertips long, long, long in front of you. Forehead or third eye presses into the earth. Reach those fingertips long. Walk them another inch or so in front of you. Hips sink back down and low. Forehead grounds into the earth. Take a few breaths here. Just connect with your heart. Connect with your shine. What's special in there? What do you see? What do others see? What might you be hiding? Could you scrape off that green patina and let the copper penny under there shine a little bit more? Just like Nicole would. Walk your fingertips towards the right this time. Left hand can come atop the right. Notice the stretch in the whole left side body. Deep inhale there. Long, long, long from the left hip through the left fingertips. And let it go. Walk your fingertips back to center. Walk them over to the left side this time. Place the right hand atop the left. Third eye still pressing into the earth if it can reach. And if you need a blanket or a pillow underneath your sit bones to make child's pose work, feel free to grab that at home. Walk your fingertips back to center. And we'll press back up to tabletop. Walk your hands forward, a handprint, and shift your hips up. Curl your toes under into downward dog. Hips reach towards the sky. Ground both hands into the earth, equal pie shapes between your hands. Arms are strong and extended. Hips are at the apex. Reach them up towards the sky as high, high, high as you can. Lift up high onto your tiptoes. Press into your hands, reach your hips up and back. Lift up high, high, high on those tiptoes and slowly lower your heels towards the earth. Notice all the sensations in the back of the legs and enjoy it. Bend that left knee, press the right heel towards the earth. Bend the right knee, press the left heel towards the earth. Come back to center, lift high up on your tiptoes. Slowly lower the heels towards the earth and walk your hands back towards your feet. Come into a forward fold. Widen your stance if you need to. Allow your head and neck to release completely. Take your hands and grasp your elbows. Allow yourself to sway and things to let go. Shift your weight into your toes. Shift your weight into your heels. Shift to the right and to the left. And find your center once again. That spot where your balance works. Lift up all 10 toes and lower them down. Ground all 4 corners of your feet into the earth. Release your elbows, engage your belly, and roll up to stand, vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. Your head will be the last to rise. Shrug those shoulders up to your ears as high, high, high as you can. Draw them back, scapula pinched together, and allow them to release, palms open towards the front. Sadasana or mountain pose. Deep inhale into your chest. And a huge exhale. Ground your feet into the earth. Lift up all 10 toes, lower them down. Raise your kneecaps gently, engage your thighs. Tuck your pelvis, grow your spine long and tall towards the sky. Reach the crown of your head skyward and drop your shoulders. Once again, deep inhale into that chest space, the pocket behind the heart. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, reach your arms out and up towards the sky, palms together. Exhale, drop your shoulders. Inhale, reach those fingertips long, long, long towards the sky. Exhale, drop your shoulders, pardon me. Lower your arms long in front of you, parallel to the floor. Palms face one another. Inhale here, hold them even, everything engaged, and let it go. Lower them down by your sides once again. Inhale, arms out and up towards the sky, palms come together, slight arch back, fold forward, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift, spine straight, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, forward fold. Once again, inhale for a half lift, spine straight, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands forward, come back into downward dog. Hips reach skyward. Notice once again all the sensations in the back of the legs. Deep inhale into your chest, into that space in your chest, and exhale, let things go. Notice if your chest feels different here. Is there more space to breathe? More space for the heart to fill in diastole, the rest position. More energy to send to the rest of the body in systole when it beats. Deep inhale once again into the chest, make space. And exhale, let it go. One more deep breath here in downward dog. Exhale. Inhale, raise that right leg up towards the sky. Three-legged dog, press your heel into the back wall, hips are square. Exhale, stack your hips, bend your right knee, roll out your ankle. Send the breath and the attention and the compassion to the front of the right hip and the right glute. Roll the ankle out in the other direction. Enjoy all the sensations here. Square your hips, press your heel into the back wall, everything engaged. Exhale, gently bring your foot between your hands. We're going to come into warrior two here. So right toes gently towards the front of the mat, back toes pigeon-toed. Cartwheel your arms up into warrior two. Make sure that when your knee bends, it doesn't extend beyond your ankle. Arms reach out in either direction. Gaze is over your right middle finger. Inhale, grow your spine long and tall. Exhale, sink into those hips a little bit here. Inhale, once again, reach the crown of your head up towards the sky. Exhale, sink down into the hips. One more deep breath, grow tall. Exhale, sink a little lower into the hips. Straight that front knee, shift your hips back towards the back of the mat. Reach your right fingertips as long, far forward as you can, and drop your right hand to the right shin or to a block if you have one. Reach your left fingertips skyward. Come into Trikonasana or triangle pose. Deep breath into the space in the chest here. Notice that things feel different here. The heart hangs in a different position. Deep breath once again into that chest space. Let it go. If you wish, take your left fingertips and wrap them around into the right hip crease. Roll your chest open, making a little more space in the heart space. Send breath and nourishment and love there, appreciation. One more breath. Reach the left fingertips back up towards the sky. Rise back up to stand, hands reach in either direction. Bend that front knee. Bring your hands to the earth, cartwheel them down to either side of your foot, and we'll step back directly to downward dog here. Hips reach skyward. Once again, take a moment, ground both hands into the earth. Inhale that left foot up towards the sky. Hips square, heel presses into the back wall. Every muscle engaged, both arms press equally into the earth, right leg is straight, left heel presses into that back wall. Exhale, bend the left knee, stack your hips, roll your ankle out one direction and then the other. Notice all the sensations in the front of the left hip and the left glute and enjoy it. Square your hips once again, extend your leg long towards the back wall. Gently on the exhale, bring your leg between your hands, come into warrior two on this side. Cartwheel your arms up, left toe jet lines towards the front of the mat, back toe, heel, foot is pigeon-toed towards the right front corner of the mat. Spine reaches long and tall towards the sky. Exhale, sink into your hips. Wiggle those left toes forward if you need to. Both arms jet line in opposite directions. Gaze is over the left middle finger. Inhale, reach tall and long. Exhale, sink into those hips a little bit. Inhale, reach tall, stretch tall in your torso. Exhale, sink into those hips a little bit. Notice your strength coming all the way up from your feet, through your legs, through your spine, reaching up towards the sky. One more breath here in warrior two. Exhale, sink a little further. Straight that left knee. Shoot your right hip back towards the back wall. Reach your left fingertips as far along in front of you as you can. Lower them down to the left shin, left ankle, the floor, whatever works for you. Reach your right arm up, Trikonasana or triangle pose. Deep breath into the heart space here. Enjoy it. Notice what feels good. If you wish, take your right fingertips, drop them into the left hip crease, roll your chest open towards the sky. Your gaze can be up towards the sky. Deep inhale here. And exhale. One more breath here. Raise your right fingertips up towards the sky. Engage your belly and rise upright to stand. Bend that left knee, come back to warrior two. Bring your arms back towards the earth on either side of your foot. And step back to downward dog once again. Hips reach towards the sky. Hands ground into the earth. Slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. Come back to forward fold. Widen your stance if you need to. Allow your head and neck to release completely. Hands might graze the floor. Take your hands and bring them to your sacrum, or the bone at the base of your spine, the triangular bone. Reclasp your fingers, extend your elbows towards the back wall, and allow them to fall forward towards the front of the mat. Head and neck release completely. Send the breath to the front of both shoulders. Notice all the sensations there. Bend that left knee, straighten the right leg, and just twist gently to the right. Notice the stretch in that right outer leg in the front of the right shoulder. And enjoy it. If it's too much, back off. You just do what works for you. Twist back to center. Bend the right knee, straighten the left, and turn gently to the left. And just enjoy that. Gently twist back to center. Bring your hands back to your sacrum. Allow them to run down the backs of your legs towards the earth. Engage your belly and your core and slowly roll up to stand once again. Inch by inch by inch, vertebrae by vertebrae. Enjoy it. Notice all the sensations. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Draw them back towards the back of the mat. Pinch the scapula together. And lower your shoulders, hands fall open towards the front of the mat, Sadasana. Take a moment here and just notice how you feel. Inhale your arms out and up once again towards the sky. Palms together, slight arch back. Fold forward, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift, spine straight, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands once again back to downward dog. Hips shoot up skyward. Shift your weight forward, come into plank pose and hold it for a moment, top of the push-up. Ground both hands into the earth, elbows straight, arms extended. Every muscle in your core is engaged to hold you strong, top of the push-up. Bend your knees, uncurl your toes. Slowly bend those elbows, roll down chaturanga towards the earth. Forehead touches gently. Weight is out of the hands here. Inhale, lift up for low cobra. Heart shines towards the front of the mat. Exhale, lower down towards the earth. Forehead touches the earth once again. Inhale, lift up, fill your chest up with air. Exhale, lower down once again. Press into your hands, curl your toes. Press back through hands and knees, back up to downward dog. Find your center in your core once again. Raise that right leg on the inhale, extend it directly towards the back wall. Exhale, gently bring it between your hands. We're going to come into Anjanayasana, which is a pose that always reminds me of Nicole. If you want to use your blocks, feel free to grab them, place them on either side of your foot if you have blocks. If you don't have blocks, back knee is bent, toes are untucked, back shin is on the earth, right toes face the front of the mat gently. Slowly engage your belly and roll up to start with your hands at your sides. Notice all the sensations in the front of the left hip. Tack that right hip backward and the left hip forward gently. Use your strength to hold yourself here. Hands just rest gently at your sides or holding the blocks to notice that release in the front of the hip. Send the breath and the nourishment, the love and the energy there. One of the ways to shine is to let go of all the crud that we carry with us. We carry that in the hip space. So send the breath there and let go of the tightness. Sink into it a little bit more. Once again, inhale, reach your spine tall, crown of the head reaches tall, but your hands rest easily on your sides. One more breath here. Let it out. Inhale, raise both arms up towards the sky and notice how that shifts. Exhale, sink gently into the hips a little bit more. If you need to keep your hands on blocks because that works better for you, feel free. If you need to keep them at your waist, do that. Doesn't matter. Just notice the sensations in the front of the hips and send the breath with love there to let things go. Last breath here. Gently lower your hands to the earth on either side of the front foot. Curl the back toes, raise your back knee up to be straight. Step that back foot forward about 2 footprints, and we're going to come directly into pyramid pose here. Another release pose. Both legs are straight, toes jet line towards the front of the mat. Tap your right hip back and your left hip forward. You can have your hands still on the blocks if you have those, or resting on your shin, your thigh if need be. Inhale, raise your chest for a half lift. Crown of the head reaches towards the front of the mat. And exhale, release forward over that front leg and let your head and neck go. 2 long, deep, sweet breaths here. 1 more. Step the back foot forward to meet the front foot. You can move the blocks out of the way if you have them. Come into a forward fold here. Allow your head and neck to release. Grasp your elbows once again and hang for just a moment. Release your hands back towards the earth. Ground your palms into the earth, and we're going to step the right leg back directly into Anjanayasana or low lunge on this side. Drop your right knee, untuck your back toes, walk those front toes forward so that your left knee does not extend beyond your left ankle. And slowly walk your hands up the left shin to the knee. Pause there as you bring your spine and head and neck to reach towards the sky. Hands can rest on that left knee. When you're ready, release them to your sides. Inhale, grow your spine tall and long towards the sky, and exhale, sink into the hips a little bit more. Couple breaths here. Send the nourishment into the front of that right front thigh. This was always Nicole's favorite position, so I do it in her honor. Breathe into the front of that right hip and let things go. All the stress, the tension, whatever you don't need. Make room for peace, happiness, joy, just acceptance, humor. On the next inhale, raise both arms up towards the sky. Engage your core and your belly. Notice your strength here. 1 more deep breath. Lower both hands to either side of that front foot. Curl your back toes, raise your knee, come into a high lunge for a moment. Press off the back foot, step forward a foot or 2, come into pyramid pose on this side. Tuck your left hip back, right hip forward. Both legs are straight, both toes jet line towards the front of the mat. You can use your blocks if you wish, or just have your hands on your shins or your thigh, whatever works for your hamstrings. Inhale for a half lift, spine straight, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, forward fold, release completely over that front left leg. Send the breath into the back of the left leg. 3 long, sweet breaths. Step that back foot forward to meet the front foot. Engage your belly and slowly roll up to stand vertebrae by vertebrae. Head will be the last to rise. Shrug those shoulders up towards your ears. Draw them back towards the back of the mat. Pinch your shoulder blades together. And allow your hands to fall towards the sides of the mat. Final Sadasana to enjoy. Slowly come down to sit on the mat. Extend your legs out long once again. Rock side to side on the mat and move the flesh of your seat out of the way. We're going to come to lie down straight from here, so you shouldn't need anything to sit on if you have tight hamstring. Raise your arms directly parallel to your legs, flex your toes towards your nose, engage your belly, and slowly roll back inch by inch by inch by inch. Come to lie on the mat. Allow your hands to fall on either side of you. Untuck your shoulders if they are kinked. And just notice what's touching the mat. What's connecting to the earth beneath. And notice the energy from the earth beneath drawing up into you. Connect once again to what your shine is, what you might like to bring out into the world after class. Bend your knees, soles of the feet touch the earth. Walk your heels towards your sit bones. Flip your palms over. Press into the soles of your feet, forearms and palms. Reach your sit bones up towards the sky. Come into a quick and easy bridge just to release the backside body. Reach your sit bones up towards the sky. Knees connect energetically. Your hands can grasp the outer edges of your mat and tug them towards your heels. Shimmy those shoulders underneath you to open your chest. Chest open, hips reach tall, knees energetically connect. One more breath here. Slowly release your hands. Untuck your shoulders and lower your hips towards the earth, inch by inch by inch. Take a moment to land here when you arrive. Draw your knees into your chest. Give them a little hug, rock side to side, and just massage your sacrum for a moment. Release your hands from your shins and allow your legs to fall towards the earth. Stretch them long in front. Allow the toes to turn towards the outer front corners of the mat. Flip your palms open towards the sky and come into Shavasana, or final resting pose. Allow yourself a few moments here at the start of the day to come into complete relaxation. Let the earth hold you. Let your body breathe itself. Allow yourself to just be and to just enjoy for a few moments all that there is in this moment. If thoughts come in, let them go. Just to be. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a deep inhale. Stretch your fingers, arms long above you, your toes long in front of you. Fill yourself up. And a huge exhale, letting everything go. Draw your knees into your chest and slowly roll over to one side. Pause for a moment. Thank the part of you that chose to take a bit of time to care for yourself this morning, to nourish yourself and help you shine so you can go out into the world and share your shine and help others shine. Notice how you feel in this moment and bring that forward into the world after class. Press your hands into the earth and slowly come back up to a seat. Sit back on your block or a blanket or a pillow if that's comfortable for you. Ground your sit bones into the earth. Draw its energy up through you, into your chest, through your spine, crown of the head, reaches towards the sky. Hands rest gently on your thighs. I wanted to read you a tiny thing to end class from a new favorite book called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. What's your best discovery? Asked the mole. That I am enough as I am, said the boy. I've realized why we are here, whispered the boy. For cake? Asked the mole. To love, said the boy. And be loved, said the horse. What do we do when our hearts hurt? Asked the boy. We wrap them with friendship, shared tears and time, till they wake up hopeful and happy again. So with that, bring your hands to heart center. Press your palms together, finger pads touch, thumbs press into the sternum, elbows out wide. I wish you all a day of hope and happy, sharing your shine with the world as our beautiful friend Nicole does. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I'll be here each Monday morning for a while teaching these classes to help support Nicole, so we would love to have you join us. Have a beautiful day ahead. Namaste.